Hello everyone, this is Rachel live from KalKine Studios and you're watching the IPO Corner show. This is a show dedicated to the IPO market performance and brings you hot public offerings and all important information about the listing companies under the spotlight. In today's show, we're looking at upcoming global healthcare initial public offerings. To invest in an IPO in the US, for example, you need to get an online trading account from a registered brokerage in the States. Investors are betting high on the healthcare sector, not just for saving the world from COVID-19, but also as an investment avenue. We've lined up 5 upcoming global healthcare IPOs that you might be worth looking forward to. The companies are at various stages of getting their IPO off the ground. We'll also share the all-important details an investor would want to know before investing. With markets flush with liquidity, a number of healthcare companies are going public as the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the need for innovative therapies, vaccines and diagnostics. According to data compiled by S&P Global Market Intelligence, 84 healthcare companies went public globally during the first quarter of 2021, and that's the highest figure in the last 5 years. The total valuation of these offerings was $13.8 billion. That's more than double the $5.37 billion of offerings in the first quarter of 2020. Riding on huge investor interest in the healthcare sector, 5 global healthcare companies have filed documents to raise funds via the IPO market. American fitness company Lifetime Group Holdings has filed IPO prospectus with the U.S. Securities Exchange and Commission to launch $1 billion public offer. The Chanhassen-based chain of fitness clubs and co-working centers plans to sell 46.2 million shares priced between $18 and $21 each. If successful, the IPO could generate as much as $970.2 million at the upper end of the price range. The company intends to list on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker LTH. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley and Bank of America Securities are lead underwriters in a syndicate of 16 banks working on the deal. The firm operates a network of premium fitness centers in the US and Canada. It's been hard hit by the 2020 pandemic and seeks to virtualize its offerings in response. The company had a loss of $229.2 million in the first 6 months of the year, wider than the loss of $182.7 million posted the year earlier. The IPO proceeds will be used to repay debt and for general corporate purposes. Next company on the list is clinical stage biopharmaceutical company Cingulate. It has filed documentation to raise around $50 million via an IPO in the US. The company's shares will be listed on the NASDAQ under the ticker code CING and will offer 4.6 million shares at a price range of $10 to $12 to raise $50.1 million. The offer is managed by a group of underwriters led by Oppenheimer & Co. Kansas-based Singulate aims to combine its timed release drug delivery technologies with existing approved drugs. It seeks to repurpose existing approved treatments using new and improved drug release technologies. It's focused on developing medicines that can help patients suffering from medical conditions. The company's initial efforts are focused on the treatment of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. The company is initially targeting the ADHD stimulant-based treatment market with an estimated US market size of $15.3 billion in 2020. Well, now it's time for a very short break, but stay tuned with more trending updates in the healthcare IPO space.
Property by KalKine. Looking for a dream home? Well, that may sound easy, but it isn't. And from looking for a property that is the right fit for you in terms of cost and other factors, to zeroing down on the right mortgage plan, there are various aspects to consider. And for the latest slowdown in the property market, tune in on KalKine TV with me, Sage. I will give the latest updates on the property market as well as real estate stocks to help you make the right decision. Keep watching Property with KalKine.
Hello and welcome back. Rachel here, live from Sydney. We're looking at upcoming global healthcare initial public offerings. US-based biopharmaceutical company Thesis Pharmaceuticals plans to raise $125 million in its IPO. The pharmaceutical company will be offering 8.3 million common shares at a price range of $14 to $16 a piece. At the midpoint of the proposed range, it would have a fully diluted market value of $593 million. The company will list its shares on the Nasdaq, and the expected date of trading is the 10th of October. Established in 2017, Thesis Pharmaceuticals was started to improve the lives of cancer patients. Backed by a team of experts, Thesis is in the process of developing pan-variant targeted therapies to address the issue of drug resistance mutations. Lucid Diagnostics, a maker of diagnostic tests for esophageal precancer and cancer, has filed for an initial public offering to raise around $58 million. In its document filed with the US exchange, the New York-based company said it intends to list on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol LUCD. It's a wholly owned subsidiary of medical technology firm PAVmed, which owns around 72.6% of Lucid's common stock. It was formed back in 2018 when PAVmed made a deal with Case Western Reserve University to license the technologies that ultimately became EsoGuard and EsoCheck. Hong Kong-based biotech firm Prenetics Group will go public through a merger agreement with Artisan Acquisition, a special purpose acquisition company. The deal will value the combined entity at $1.7 billion. The transaction is anticipated to complete by the end of the year, and on completion of the combined company securities, they'll be traded on the Nasdaq, and Pronetix will receive proceeds of up to $459 million in cash. The special purpose acquisition company is also raising $120 million to support the transaction. SPACs are shell companies set up to raise money through an initial public offering. Their sole purpose is to merge with or acquire an existing private company and to take it public. They bypass Wall Street's traditional IPO process. Backed by the Alibaba Group, Pronetix was founded as a genetics and DNA testing company, but pivoted to COVID-19 testing when the pandemic began last year. It's the #1 genomics and diagnostics testing firm in the UK and Hong Kong. Well, that's a wrap for the show, but keep watching KalKine TV for more trending market updates. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.